This is today's talk where we meet people, create memories, and explore opportunities every Tuesday and Thursday of the week.
Sagutin?
Yun talaga yan? Kasi alam mo talaga
Gusto mo bang sagutin na yan?
Ngayon,
Hindi yan yung tanong.
okay, sayang.
Hey guys, I hope you're safe and well. This is Mika, and here's another episode of today's talk where we meet people, create memories, and explore opportunities every Tuesday and Thursday of the week. For today's edition, I am thrilled to speak with one of the school representatives whom we work closely with in the industry. So let's get straight into it by welcoming our guest from the Victorian Institute of Education. Alrighty, so I'm very happy to be doing this episode of today's talk. So now we have our guest here, and yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Iban. I'm the Regional Marketing Manager for Victorian Institute of Education, or VIE. So my role, basically, I am looking after the Philippine market, and our location is in Sydney and Adelaide. So I'm very excited for today's talk, and hopefully we'll learn something more about VIE.
Yes, that's basically our goal for today's episode, to know more about VIE. So kita nyo naman yung get up ni Josh. We often call him Mr. Mayor, Sir Mayor. So speaking about VIE, Josh, can you tell us more about your school po?
Yeah, great. Victorian Institute of Education, or VIE, is a vocational education and training provider. Most of our programs are high-quality education in certificate, diploma, advanced diploma, and graduate diploma courses. And we are located nga dun in Sydney and in Adelaide.
All right. So you mentioned about the programs that you offer, which are like certificate, diploma programs. So ano po yung mga fields or study areas na yun?
Well, for VIE, most of our courses are leaning towards business and allied health courses. So we have business courses such as graduate diploma in leadership and management. We also have an information technology, accounting, and we also have leadership and management courses and yung advanced diploma in civil construction design. Whereas with our allied health courses naman, we have care support, individual, disability, and care support. We also have childcare and community service.
Sobrang dami nilang programs.
Yeah.
Hindi nyo kailangan kabisaduhin lahat yon today because, our counselors at Infinity would be happy to provide you with more information kung ano yung swak sa kanila na program. Pero among those courses po na ino-offer nyo, ano yung pinaka-common na ine-enroll ng mga Filipinos?
Yes, for Filipino students kasi they are leaning dun sa mga naka-shortlist, dun sa mga courses that are high demand, not only with the program itself and even after the program. So kapag natapos na nila, what will it for them? So most of the time, what they are getting are those in, for example, in business courses, they are getting either information technology or accountancy. And then for allied health courses naman, which is actually yung forte courses ng VIE, most of the time they are getting childcare courses, early childhood education, community service also, and yung care support. Kasi yung health field or healthcare field, not only here in the Philippines, but also in Australia, in high demand siya.
Yes, and I agree with those programs because even with Infinity, yun din yung mga ina-enroll ng mga students namin. So, we're talking about early childhood education, information technology, civil construction design na mayroong post-study work opportunities. So not only that, it will also lead you later on to your PR pathways. So speaking of PR pathways, you can always get in touch with Infinity and we'll be sure to provide you with more information. So now let's talk about po yung campus location ng VIE because you have two, Sydney and Adelaide. And these two cities, they are different from one another significantly, no?
Significantly.
So ano po ba yung meron in each city and ano po yung mga facilities na unique in those cities po?
Great. I would love to share more about that. VIE is located in Sydney and in Adelaide, and we are strategically located in the central business district of those specific cities. So for Sydney, we are located in George Street. So we are primarily near dun sa mga tourist areas, dun sa mga landmarks in Sydney. So in terms of accessibility, hindi siya ganun kahirap. And very accessible talaga. within reach, especially kung within the city rin naman kayo na nagsistay. Ang maganda sa Sydney, yung lifestyle, at the same time yung lugar itself ay very city vibe. If you are a student na ganun yung vibe ninyo or ganun yung kind of environment that you'd like to have, so I would suggest Sydney is your city destination, and hopefully you'll consider VIE to be your school partner. Whereas with Adelaide naman, it's a little laid back.
Yes.
Yung Adelaide, but still highly urbanized. So kilala nga ang Adelaide as one of the most beautiful cities in Australia. At kung mahilig kayo sa wine, ayan, maraming wineries sa Adelaide. And again, highly urbanized pero laid back din. So if you want to have a very urbanized area pero chill vibe pa din at the same time and low cost of living, I think Adelaide would be a great avenue for you. At the same time, strategically located din ang VIE sa Adelaide. We have our own building in Adelaide.
Yes.
At the same time, we have facilities that are specific to the courses that we have, especially in the allied health courses. At the same time, yung community of Filipino students, at the same time, yung community ng students itself, maayos at maganda.
I would just like to add sa information provided by Josh about Sydney and Adelaide. Of course, Sydney, you have the city vibe and all that. But if you are looking into going regional, Adelaide would be the best option for you guys because of the regional advantages when it comes to your post-study work opportunities, when it comes to your PR pathways later on. I'd like to ask muna about the Filipino community at VIE because of course, yung mga Pinoy, they would want to go sa school din na meron silang kakilala, mga kababayan nila, ganyan. So marami po bang naka-enroll na Filipinos sa VIE po?
That's a good question. We have a good mix of races. Actually, we have Filipino, our neighboring country from Asia. At the same time, we have in the Western countries, in Europe, we also have in UK, and in onshore itself. So, in terms of Filipino, yes, we have a good market here in the Philippines. So, we are getting a lot of students as well. So, in terms of support coming from Filipino students, yes, we have a good community of Filipinos as well. And just to share na yung mga kapwa natin Filipino na nag-aaral with VIE, most of the time, they are the ones na they are very significant sa classes because they are the ones getting high grades and very studious talaga. They are getting good feedback coming from our teachers and from the administrations mismo. So recently, a few months ago, we had our graduation to a certain program. So maraming Filipinong nakagraduate with VI. In Sydney ito. Tapos, they were really praised by their teachers and the readiness that they have, not only within the classroom, but also once they have completed already the program.
And speaking of commitments, of course, when they go abroad on a student visa, they'll be spending money, investing a lot sa kanilang education. And in return, of course, they would expect na you guys are also committed to providing them with an excellent service, excellent training and education. So I would like to know po kung ano ba, in addition sa training, ano po yung mga support services na ino-offer ng VIE sa mga international students?
Yes, I'd like to begin also dun sa mga courses that we offer under allied health courses. So for allied health courses, we have this work placement. So para dun sa mga here for us na nag-underwent na ng ating college years and now we are working, meron tayong tinatawag na on-the-job training. Or deployment. So, parang ganun din yung work placement. So, especially if you are in the medical field or in the health-related field, you want to maximize into yung napag-aaralan mo from theory to practice. So, with VIE, that's what we provide sa aming mga students under allied health courses. That we provide them the first-hand experience, hindi lang basta classes or lessons, but they are providing that or transcribing that into actual experience. So, and masabi ko lang na that's, although it's non-paid, hindi siya bayad na work placement, pero there's no additional charge for that. That's included already to the actual tuition fee that we will be providing for the whole duration of 2 years. So, yun yung isa sa mga magagandang services that we offer. Also, in terms of recommendations, kapag kinakailangan nila after nila ng program with VIE, they would need recommendations or good recommendations coming from the school. We provide that. By all means, we want to support you in your journey post-graduating with VIE. Although maganda rin in some of our programs specific to Advanced Diploma of Civil Construction Design and yung Early Childhood Education, meron silang postgraduate at least 18 months that they could extend after the program, after the completion of their program. So yun din yung maganda kasi we are supporting them in getting their work because after that, they can work full-time already.
Yes.
Pero again, within the duration lang no extension ng kanilang
Yes.
visa. So hopefully during that time, they can translate that or at least they can change that and upscale that to a work visa. But again, nasa proseso naman din yun.
I'd like to go back to the support po
Yes,
offer
yes.
nyo because of course, marami kaming clients na may mga relatives, may mga friends in Australia already. So they know kung saan sila pupunta when they go to Australia. But for those na walang kakilala po ron, one of their concerns usually is about accommodation.
Yes, yes.
So I am aware na for those colleges, usually wala silang on-campus na
Yes, yes.
But they do have like assistance with finding accommodation.
Yes.
So is that also offered po by BSE?
Yes, definitely. We are in partnership with AHN, or Australian Homestay Network. If you would be needing yung within the location or within the area na one bedroom, or if you want it to be a shared room, or at least kung gusto mo ng one space talaga dedicated for yourself, by all means, they can assist you on that. At the same time, if ever they will be needing airport services or pickup and transfers, yes, we can provide that also.
Ang dami nilang services for you guys na pwede nyong i-avail of later on. And if you would like to know more, you can always contact Infinity. And to add doon sa support na ino-offer ng VIE, of course, kami as your agent at Infinity, we're also very supportive with our students. So if you would like to connect dun sa mga students namin who are currently enrolled sa VIE in particular, we can do that. Before pa kayong mag-travel, i-connect na namin kayo sa kanila para when you are there already, you already know someone, a Filipino, na you can always reach out to pag may mga questions or concerns kayo. Right? So now to the exciting part. You mentioned kanina yung sa scholarship.
Yes.
Because that's a big deal for Filipinos. So you'd like to know more about that.
Yeah. With VIE, currently we're offering 1,000 Australian dollars automatic scholarship for all our course applications up until this 2025. And hopefully, it will be extended up until 2026. But focusing this year, that's what we are offering. Ang kagandahan nun, this is an automatic scholarship without any documents. As long as you have decided to go for VIE, we will be automatically indicating that sa letter of offer mo. So makikita mo na doon yung automatic scholarship. And again, once you are there in Australia already, if you are really performing good in terms of your education, we provide even additional scholarship like the merit scholarship I've mentioned earlier. But again, going back to the scholarship that we provide, here, an automatic scholarship. Ang maganda doon, it's divided into two. So 500 automatic for the first year and another 500 sa second year. Why is it like that? Because most of the time, ang maganda kasi sa Australia, package course yung mas okay. If you are taking 1 year lang, medyo mabilis lang kasi yun. At on average talaga, and normally, it should be at least 2 years or more, 2.5 years, 3 years. So that's the beauty of the scholarship that we have. So both of the years that you have with VIE, meron kang automatic scholarship. Yan. And yes, aside from the services that we provide, yun din yung mga scholarship once you're onshore already, or when we say onshore, once you're in Australia.
And usually yung mga Pinoy, high-performing naman yan.
Yes,
so
yun
most
nga.
likely, you'd get another scholarship on top of the automatic scholarship offered by VIE.
Yes.
Right.
And I'd like to mention also that VIE offers one of the most affordable course fees, but not compromising with the education that we provide. So our courses po, yung mga course fees namin is ranging from 20,000 to 24,000 Australian dollars. That's for 2 years
2
already.
years na.
So roughly around 10,000 to 12,000 per year. And our initial term payment only, when we say term, it's the first 3 months. Your first 3 months in Australia. So our initial term payment is 2,500 only. So some schools might offer a little higher, but with VIE, it's 2,500. Yan.
All right. Very generous VIE when it comes to scholarships.
Thank you.
So, of course, we would like to take advantage of that. And for those who are watching, if you would like to know more, again, we provide free consultation. So, I think na-cover mo na.
Mostly
Yung mga kailangan nating information about VIE. But is there anything else po na you would like to add? What is unique about VIE? Because of course, ang daming mga education providers in Sydney and Adelaide. So bakit po nila pipiliin ang VIE over other institutions?
Aside sa fact that I am the regional marketing manager, well, kidding aside.
based in the Philippines.
Okay. So again, all of the institutions are well known, they are well established, and they provide great opportunity, not only during the time that you are studying, but also even after. But what VIE probably is the overall experience. You are there feeling not just a student, but you are there being supported by the school itself. So we are very happy na maganda yung community that we have built with VIE. And that's what we want you to experience. I mean, in terms of the opportunities in other programs, most of the time magkakaparehas. But I think what sets us apart is the overall experience as you have your journey with VIE. It's from the day one that you enter the school, you are being supported by our staff, you are being supported throughout by our teachers, by our administrations. We even provide dun sa mga, there are cases na they would be needing extra assistance in terms of finances, in terms of other things, not mentioning yung with their mental health also. So being away from your family is such a great leap and risk also. And that's what we want to augment. Yun yung gusto naming ibigay to our Filipino students na you are being supported with VIE. Not only with the programs, not only with the opportunities, but you feel like you are part of a family. So yun yung isa sa mga bagay that could set us apart.
In addition to their support, again, we are here. Infinity is here to guide you every step of the way, from securing your enrollment at VIE, getting those automatic scholarships. So we are here to provide you with the assistance that you need all throughout your educational journey. Alrighty. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Josh, for your time. Okay, nandito na tayo sa pinaka-exciting part ng podcast, which is the tea time. So of course, hindi natin palalagpasin ang session na to na hindi yung ginagawa ni Josh. So are you excited, Josh?
Kinakabahan ako. But yes, excited.
Yes. So as you can see, we have here the questions and you will just pick one and then we'll see kung ano yung mga questions for you. Alright?
Sige,
ready?
sige. Yes,
okay,
ready.
let's start.
Yes.
Right. Pick one, please, and then... Yeah.
What's the tea? Oh no.
What's the tea? Tea number 1. So funny or embarrassing moment you had as a school representative?
As a school representative?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Meron
Where
ba?
do I begin?
Sobrang dami.
Yeah. So, yes, very top of mind. When I was still a few months old in the industry, well, I'm fairly new. I'm a little over 2 years. But during my first few months, I remember I had this webinar. And then, so of course, I'm discussing about VIE and all. Natatawa na ako. And then, during dun sa class hours, yung sinabi ko is, well, in Australia, ang studying in Australia is around 2 days max, 1.5 days to 2 days. Pero during the time that I'm discussing, sinabi ko na 6 to 7 days per week yung studying nila.
Ano? Sa Philippines
6
pala.
to 7. Tapos sabi ko sa kanila, 40 hours a week yung pag-aaral nila. So, and then I realized na, kasi merong nakapanood, tapos sabi niya, Josh, ganun ba talaga katagal mag-aaral sa VIE? Tapos, and then I have it checked with our admin. So, hindi naman ako sobrang napagalitan, but I was ready. And so, moving from that experience onwards, inalam ko na hindi pala 40 hours.
So, to redeem yourself from
Yes.
that embarrassing moment. So, just to clarify, ilang days po ba?
Yes, with VIE, we have adopted already yung hybrid classes and face-to-face. Now, we have online classes in 6 hours per week. And we have 13.5 hours or 1.5 days to 2 days of physical class or face-to-face. So, technically, you just need to be in VIE campus in 1.5 to 2 days every week, okay?
Ayan.
Tapos, yung class hours lang is 20 hours per week. So, yung 20 hours na yung divided into 6.5 hours online and then 13.5 hours or 1.5 days. classes lang per week to. So, hindi siya 40 hours. Unlike in the Philippines. But
You're
yes.
very honest. Thank you so much for sharing that information. You know, we're always learning from those moments na medyo hindi okay. T number 2, 3 things you love about being the regional marketing manager of BIE.
3 things lang. So, I have a lot of things na I am enjoying. Number 1 is really meeting people. As you may have noticed, introvert kasi ako.
Introvert ka ba talaga?
I love meeting people. I gain energy when I meet and talk to people. So that's one thing I really enjoy with the work that I do now. Although in the past jobs that I've had, I was able to also maximize and interacting with people. I'm a teacher by profession, and I also work in the corporate. So somehow, this is a mix of both fields that I have been in the past. So I really enjoy talking and explaining. Not really talking, but yung with value adding yung nasa-share ko with people. Another thing that I love is that the community that we have is small, but in terms of opportunity, it's really wide and huge. So that's the beauty of international education and migration. Yung mga tao is mostly magkakakilala din. Pero in terms of the opportunities and many things that you can discover, sobrang lawak pa. And thirdly, part of the work that we do is that we go to different places. So you also see locally yung mga great areas in the Philippines, the provinces that we should be really proud of. So aside from the things that we do in terms of explaining about the beauty of other country, or for example with me in Australia, in Sydney and Adelaide, I also love to discover things in our local provinces. And then once I'm back in the in Manila, I'm also sharing that with the people that I know. So yeah.
I love those points you mentioned. I love meeting people, I love traveling, and I also love the community that we have. It's good to go to places and then you will see someone, kakilala mo siya.
Yes, exactly.
Kakilala siya ng kakilala mo. So it's a good community. So T number 3, I think this is for later, but sige, i-ask na natin.
Sige.
Career or love life?
Love life talaga? Talaga?
Gusto mo bang sagutin?
Hindi talaga yan? Career love life talaga?
Gusto mo bang sagutin, Mayor?
Ngayon love life. Love life.
Pero hindi yan yung tanong.
Okay, sayang.
Sydney or Adelaide?
Siguro, I'm a mix of two worlds, I should say.
Pero kailangan isa lang.
If I had to choose, I'd go for Adelaide. As I mentioned, it's highly urbanized, but the feel is laid back. So and me being price conscious, low cost of living din ang Adelaide. At the same time, opportunities as well, as you have mentioned earlier, yung mga regional areas has additional perks and advantages. So I think I want to maximize that in Adelaide.
Yeah, I would also love to go to Adelaide. Yeah, because I love being in a laid-back community, and you know, I love drinking.
Wine, wine.
Ang daming wineries, ang daming vineyards sa Adelaide. So yeah, we'll see if we'll have the chance to go to Adelaide. Why not? All right, 4th question, please. So this one. Ang serious nito.
Ano yan?
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Oh, give me a moment to think of that. Piece of advice?
Yes.
Yeah. Very deep yung question. Very deep yung question.
From career or love life, ano?
For career or love life, what's the best piece of advice? I think yung best piece of advice that I could share is the one shared by my mom, is to always be grounded. With the opportunities that we have in the field that we are in, there are a lot of opportunities, and at times kung hindi ka grounded or focused to who you are, hindi mo alam kung, or at least unsure ka pa of who you are, masusway ka into many aspects, not only in the industry that we are, but in any aspects of life, in any fields of work. But if you know yourself, if you know who you are, if you are grounded, you'll always be aligned to your values, aligned to the things that you have enjoyed in life, the family that you have. And yun, I think, yung core that I have right now. That's the piece of advice that my mom gave me during my school days. And that's what I brought up until this adulthood time. So always be grounded. Make yourself humble. Ayan. Always think that there are people higher than you are.
Yes.
And never underestimate yourself, of course. But always make sure, I always think na you are not the smartest person in the room.
Yes.
So you make sure that you are humble, you make sure that you are being grounded, because through that you get the trust of people that you are you get the trust of the people you are interacting with, and you learn from them as well.
Yes.
So yun.
Yeah, that's very deep and I love it. And if I may share, ako naman siguro, I would say na I got this somewhere when I was in my first job, and then it says there, rejection is just the universe way of redirecting you to where you are supposed to be.
Wow.
So whether you are, that's about career, that's about your visa application.
Yes.
Right? So it's very meaningful. And then another one that I live by is passion will keep you going when the going gets tough.
Okay, wow.
So this is what we do, and we're very passionate about
Yes,
what we
yes.
do at Infinity. Just like you, you're very
Yeah.
passionate about your job
Thank
at
you.
BIE, and yeah, that's always our commitment to you guys. All right, ang seryoso.
Yeah,
no?
nga.
All right.
From career or love.
Yes, but I love these conversations. You know, it means a lot.
Yes.
For the final
For the-
question.
Saan ito na yung career or love?
Hindi siya tumitigil sa career or love life. Balikan natin yan mamaya.
Balikan natin. Pag 6 questions.
Okay, another question. So if you're not a school representative, what could be your profession right now?
Teacher. I'm a teacher. That's the passion that's my first love. I'm a teacher by profession. Yun yung
Major in?
Major in English.
Wow!
Hindi lang halata kasi hindi lang ako masyadong ma-English. But yes, I'm a teacher. And probably if I'm not working as a school representative, I could have pursued my passion for teaching. But somehow, I think yun din yung na-realize ko, given that I have worked in the corporate also, and now I'm working in the international field, that teaching is universal. Teaching should not be contained in the four corners of a classroom, but you learn every day.
Yes.
Learn from people, you learn from experiences, and you can teach to people those experiences that you have. So somehow, I'm still living the passion that I have for teaching. Pero again, to answer that question, if I'm not a school representative right now, I should be a teacher by the time. Yeah.
Which is a very noble
profession.
Yeah.
Although I've taught for 2 years in a public school. So after the 2 years, I worked for, I ventured to the corporate na.
Alright.
So, yeah.
So kapag hindi na school rep si Josh, baka nasa Australia na siya.
Natuturo.
Or studying early childhood education here, processed by Infinity
Of
Migration
course,
Services.
why not? By all means.
Diba? Alrighty. So, balikan natin yung question na gustong-gusto ni Josh. Career or love life?
Love life. Bilis sumagot. Love life. Please, kasi feeling ko, medyo okay na. Sa career. Parang somehow I've experienced being in the early stage of you being in the workforce, and now somehow you've learned a lot already in the 10 years that I've been in the workforce as a professional. So yun. I think love life naman. Love life naman.
So, single ba or taken si Josh? Hindi
It's
siya
complicated. Single.
Complicated ba?
Complicated
Pero
din.
okay, single muna. Single siya. Okay. For those of you who are watching,
Uy, wag na to. Ready, and available. Ngayong maulan.
Alright. So to add to all those information we have talked about, so again, to end the podcast today, Josh, is there anything else you would like to say to our audience, especially those aspiring international students?
Yes, to begin, I'd like to extend again our deepest gratitude to Infinity Migration Services for giving us the opportunity and platform to share more about BIE and what we do as an institution. So maraming salamat. And for those who are watching, probably my piece of advice I'd like to share with you is to do your own research. Make a plan of what you want in your life, especially as you consider studying abroad. Hindi madali ang proseso, and granted that you will be given a good and positive result, hindi rin madali once you're there already. So, you should do your preparation here na nandito pa lang kayo in the Philippines. So, be in partnership with legitimate and experienced migration agency, just like Infinity Migration Services. So, if you are in a safe space, if you are in a safe support system, you cannot go wrong sa malaking investment na gagawin natin. And at the end of it, once you're graduated already, once you are gaining the result of your hard work, you will say it's all worth it. So, yan.
Alright, thanks so much for that. And I agree, hindi mabilis ang process for going abroad, studying overseas. But Infinity Migration Services is here to make things easier for you, to make the process seamless for you guys. And VIE would be there to support you in your study journey once you're already in Australia. So again, thank you so much, Josh, for your time, for being in this podcast. We really had a good time having you here. And yeah, until the next episode of Today's Talk, this is Mika, and we have here
Josh.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe.